Race is shaking out.
Yeah, let's send it over to Matt, Lee, and Bob.
Thank you very much, and we want to welcome in now Congressman Andy Barr from Washington. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations on getting the victory in the primary and heading to the general election.
Thanks, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing great. Sorry, I didn't. There you are. So congratulations. You got the victory tonight, and I'm sure you're now happy to get ready for the general election.
Well, honestly, we're really focused on doing the job at hand, and that is representing the people of the 6th Congressional District in Congress. And frankly, I just got over here to the studio. We've been really busy today. We passed this morning a national security bill that modernizes the way in which the federal government reviews inbound investment from adversaries like China. We want to make sure that we keep an open investment environment in the United States, but also we want to make sure that we stop the transfer of critical technologies. And as you know, there's a lot of Chinese theft of intellectual property. This afternoon, we were on the House floor debating a financial services regulatory relief bill that included several bills that I've been working on for 5 years. It passed. It's going to the president's desk. And then just now, we passed out of the House Financial Services Committee a bill to provide additional resources for transitional housing for addiction recovery. So we're really just focused on doing the job we were elected to do today and every other day. And if we do that, the politics will take care of itself in the fall.
Congressman Lee Cruz, how are you? Good to see you. Let me ask you a couple of questions.
Doing great, Lee. How you doing?
I'm great. About strategy, sometimes the president is his own worst enemy, as you know. But here in Kentucky, with the economy being pretty good and a lot of Trump supporters, how do you attack that as far as, because you know they're going to try to, again, staple you with the Trump name. So what's going to happen, you think, as far as strategy goes with you guys?
Well, you know, as I said to you before, I don't represent any president. I represent the people of the 6th Congressional District. I happen to support the agenda of this administration for the most part. There's a few things that I have disagreements with one agency or another, but the truth of the matter is the economy is booming because of this pro-growth agenda, because of tax cuts, because of the fact that we delivered a historic tax cut legislation, the first time in 31 years that has delivered to hardworking Kentucky families, median income families in central and eastern Kentucky, a $2,000 tax cut. And that also means bigger paychecks. That means more jobs, more American competitiveness, lots of jobs coming back to the United States from overseas. The first ever tax cut for pass-through businesses, Main Street businesses. And that's exactly why consumer confidence and business optimism are at several decade highs. It's why the unemployment rate in Kentucky is the lowest it's been in 42 years. And the regulatory relief agenda is also a big part of that. We've been fighting the avalanche of red tape that came out of Washington before. The fact that we've lifted that off of the backs of the American people, the entrepreneurs, the small business owners, the job creators, that's creating a whole lot of optimism about the future. That's why most Americans like the direction we're going. We've got more work to do. We've got to do more to fight the opioid addiction epidemic. We've got more to do on national security. So we are running for re-election because there's more work to do. But certainly the country is moving in the right direction.
Minute left, and I got to ask you about the general election. You will face either Amy McGrath or Jim Gray. She is leading right now, but I wanted to be the first to get a chance to see what you thought of either candidate and what it will be like facing them in the general election.
You know, honestly, I've watched a little bit of their primary, and I thank anyone who steps into the ring and runs for public office. I'm a Republican. I think competition is good, and so I welcome the debate. I can't wait for the debate because we've got such a great record to run on. The country is more prosperous, it's more secure, it's more safe. We passed the 21st Century Cures Act, which provides additional research for University of Kentucky and the National Institutes of Health, and we're working with them on grants for opioid addiction recovery for moms and babies with NAS. So the issues that we want to engage on in this fall, it doesn't matter who the Democrats nominate because it's really not about Republican or Democrat. It's about solving problems for the people of Central and Eastern Kentucky. It's about being effective and getting results. And we've been getting results for the people of Central and Eastern Kentucky. And so we're looking forward to the debate, no matter who it is who comes out of the other side of the political fight.
So you mentioned debate. I'm glad you said that. Will you commit now to doing the debate against the Democratic opponent with Lee and I moderating at some point right before the election on this show?
I will definitely commit to doing debates. I think debates are important. I have to check my schedule.
You can on our show, Congressman. On our show, Congressman.
We'll be doing debates. We'll evaluate all of those invitations, and then we'll, depending on our schedule, we'll work those in because we want the people
flexible.
of Central and Eastern Kentucky.
I'll tell you what. Look at your calendar.
To know about the work that we're doing for them.
Look at your calendar, and we will make sure it's open. You tell us the day.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Congressman. I will take that as a hard maybe that will turn into a yes. We appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you. All right, so there, we don't know who. By the way, I wish you had said